Welcome everybody to another episode of the Sidewalk Saint with your brother Phil. Today I want to talk about winners and losers. First off, I'm going to tell you there are no losers. And if there is, there shouldn't be. Because there's enough for everybody. And what I'm saying is, there's an old thought that, that one can win and then a whole bunch have to suffer. I just think it just doesn't really even out for anybody. It doesn't really work for many. Why would the few and then have just these things and then the many suffer? Why would that even have to be? So that's what this video is all about. Let me tell you something. There's enough for everyone. There's more than enough for everyone. There's more than enough success. There's more than enough money. There's more than enough food. And it all gets hoarded. And a lot of it wasted. Lots of it wasted. Wasted. Left to rot because no one had money to pay for it when it could have just been distributed and given to people that needed food. So I think you can start to see where I'm going with this. I mean, when you got a guy that's got trillions of dollars, he doesn't need all that. It's highly unnecessary. And a lot of people with big money do wasteful things with it. And you know what? Good for you if you got money. I'm not in any way trying to separate the rich from the poor. And that's what this video is about, is not separating the rich from the poor. Is making things as an even resource. I mean, if we printed enough money, everyone could have $1 trillion right now, right? So it's all an illusion. It's just an illusion. And what is wealth? Is wealth how much money you have? I don't think so. I think that's just all completely an illusion. It's just paper. We decide it's worth something, and it's controlled, and it's directed, and we're enslaved by it. And how great is that? That's not wealth. Wealth is a happy life. People around you that respect you and love you. People around you that might be willing to put up with you if you're not, if you're a tough person to deal with. People that love you enough to still be on your path with you until you make it into the light, right? That's wealth. Or being able to take a breath of fresh air with not a worry in your mind. That is most people's dream. And many of my videos tell you how to get to that. But today we're talking about there's enough for everybody. It's an old paradigm. It's an old idea that there's just like this one big loser that stands on the top. And, because society has proliferated this idea, that is why it became a thing. But in reality, there's more than enough for everyone. Absolutely. You know what I mean? And especially when people remember that everyone's their brothers and sisters, the amount of outreach and help that comes from all angles, from everybody on the whole planet. I mean, you wouldn't even give it if you're in a good place and you're not worried about your money, even if you don't have that much, a lot of people out there would just reach out and help their brother anytime they can. I do that all the time. It's becoming more prevalent. I'm seeing it with people I know. They're just changed completely with all this new light. There's little to no war in America right now, and there's a reason for it, because we're all reaching for a higher thing. We're all going higher with things, and we're going to show the world about ascension. And a lot of people in other countries are doing it too, but whatever starts here goes around the world and affects everything. People copy the Americas, and that's why the angels have chosen this place to do the biggest lifting, the most work. You might think, oh, we're superior. No, we're not superior. It's just that we have way more work to do. we're the slaves to everybody else. Well, we're not the slaves. What I'm saying is, we got to do all the hard work, or a lot of it. Everyone here is set to enlighten and awaken, and we're gonna show the world through our brotherhood and kindness. The military is going to be a peacekeeping force from now on. And it already has been doing that. Look it up, We're still out there doing a little bit, but not much. And after a while, it's going to affect the entire planet. Anyways, there's enough for everybody. There's enough food for everyone. If it's done, with 1% of all of the food companies out there united to feed the whole world, we'd be able to feed the world 3 times over every day with very little effort and very little money. Sounds pretty dumb, doesn't it? That they're not doing that. But it's starting to happen. They are doing that. So just think about that. That's pretty cool. That's beginning to happen. The food is making it to people that need food. And people have been for a while working real hard on reaching out to the poor and doing housing and whatnot. Before there's been a lot of faulty funding and underlying bad purposes for bringing the housing and the food to the people, like forcing them to be Catholic or something like that. But you know what? Hey, any handout's a good handout. And what could be more divine than the search for your Father, the search for the Creator, the search for our parents? Because, where did we come from? Well, we came from the Big Bang. We came out of it. And so that's a really cool thing. Whatever you want to call it, Buddha or Muhammad, I don't care. So I think you get what I'm saying about that. But the idea that there has to be any losers at all is no good. Throw it out the door, forget about it, and think about everyone can win. Because, I make quite a bit of money doing my trade. And you know what? I share every freaking drop of it, man. I mean, I wish I saved more, and that's a cool paradigm. But I don't worry about needing to save because I know my money's going to be there when I need it. And I know that even sounds crazy, right? It's just nuts. Well, it's working. It's working really good. In fact, some old investments I made are going to retire me comfortably. And that was not even set to happen that I knew of. It seems random, but it's not. When you believe that things are going to be good and you're going to have enough, you will. So it has to do with you and others. So when people believe that everyone can win, that's very powerful. If everybody on the planet believed that everyone can win together right now, tomorrow you'd get up and say, what planet am I on? Just watching, the first person you see would be like at someone's house bringing them food or just something like that. It's just like, it'd blow your freaking mind. And when that happens, the world will be united in peace too. That's part of world peace. It's all relative, man. It's all important stuff. It's all togetherness. It's all remembrance. We're remembering that we all came from the Big Bang. All of us came from the same source. It's remembering. I remember that all these people are brothers. I remember what it was like when I was in the darkness, so that when my brother yells at me, I just want to love him and hug him instead of getting mad back. Think about it. This is deep stuff. It's a big, big deal to remember or to think that everyone should win and that everyone gets a chance. It's so important. Believe it. Don't ever look at someone and think they're a loser. Don't do that. Believe for them with your heart that they can be a winner. And what is a winner? A winner is someone that's respected and loved, that made it. Someone that I think probably would have gained some sort of remembrance of their enlightenment. You got to understand, there's no becoming enlightened. You are already enlightened, so you can only remember that you are. And that's how that works. I've got plenty of videos on that. That's several videos. We're already everything that we need to be, my friends. So yeah, I just think that's a big deal. Believe in other people that can have a chance. And a winner doesn't mean they collected all the money. A winner doesn't mean that they're number one. Everyone should be number one. Everyone should have the money. Everybody should have the food. Everyone should have happiness. Everyone should have respect. And together we can all do this, that we all share that. I do that with everyone, man, everywhere I go. And the people around, I've been doing it since I was young, and the people around me are coming back from 20 years ago, hunting me down to give me hugs and kisses now, because they woke up and realized how great that was. And they're doing it now too. And it's just freaking tears of joy, man. That should be your life. Make that your life. Laugh, smile, be happy, be in joy. You deserve it. Every last freaking one of you, dark or light, I don't care. This is your brother Phil, and I hope I helped or inspired any one person with this. And I do this for you guys because you guys are my purpose. So we'll see you on the next one.